Hello, potassium people. Welcome back to another Banana Bites. Today, I'm actually going to be eating the Thailand banana. This was picked off early, and it was rather green, so it could be classified as a plantain because it's interchangeably used in some places where when it's a green banana, as in it's just pulled off the tree early, then it can be referred to as a plantain. But in this case, it is the Thailand banana. Now, it is extremely ripe, more so than one would expect, and that's because I wanted to try it when it was its most sweet, its most delectable, its most scrumptious. And looking at it, it's very small. It's very small. Typically, now this isn't true with all bananas, but this is generally the case. The smaller a banana is, the sweeter it typically is. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this, and of course we'll still eat the Cavendish today. But after I'm done eating this, I'm then going to put it on a tier list and just give my general thoughts on it based on how it compares to the Cavendish. Now look at that. This is scrumptious. I have had this before, although it was steamed. I do want to make that clear. I did have a steamed version of this. I don't really like it when it's steamed. It's kind of icky to me, but look at that. Beautiful. And let's just go ahead, give it a shot. And something interesting is it still has seeds. Now, these aren't able to reproduce or anything. It's very similar to the Cavendish. But they're much more visible. Hmm. It's a very, very sweet banana. It tastes pretty dang good. And now this is going to be my fault. I'm not the biggest fan of the texture. It's my fault because I waited a bit longer. I'm going to keep that in mind. But it's very slimy. Mm. Yeah, this is much better than when it's steamed. So, I'm going to say with this fruit is if it had been able to grow more on the tree itself, I would be able to better judge and rate it. But granted, I had to get it imported and find it in a specialty shop in the middle of who knows where. So, given that knowledge, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give the Thailand banana an A tier. Personally, it's so how do I describe it? Let me eat the Cavendish first and then I'll be able to accurately describe that. Look at that. Also, I will note, even though it is riper than normal, it would normally be slimier than the Cavendishes itself, just due to a difference in how much water is in the fruit. So, just a smidge though. It wouldn't be too different. Just a smidge. So if you take the Cavendish and its natural sweetness, crank it up a little bit, and make it slightly more towards kiwi flavor. Let me try this again. If you've had a dragon fruit, specifically a yellow dragon fruit, It's more similar to that. It's like slightly sweeter in that direction. As in, it's not citrusy. It's not at all like how the steamed version was. The steamed one was like a bit different. And that one I would describe as more kiwi because it brought out more of the sugar in it. That is very sweet, by the way. This is also sweet, but not as sweet as that. So I would have to say the Thailand banana deserves an A tier. And I'm not going to tell you what the finish is until I'm done eating at least the other banana I got. And no, I'm going to be saving that for another day. I still need to find out what it's called. Because all they said is it was a plantain. It is, but it's not really. Like, it is a plantain because it's starchier, but it's not the traditional one. I'm getting too much into the logistics of it. I'm just some guy that wants Valve to add the strangesecondbanana to TF2 while eating different kinds of bananas from the world. This is good, though. You know what? I'll say this. If you're going to make a dessert, use this banana. This banana makes the most sense for dessert. Don't get me wrong, they're both dessert bananas. And the Cavendish is very good for it. But I think this meshes better with pastries. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to finish this, huh? I just want to compare them. Look at that. So beautiful. There you go. Now, please don't comment to eat 2 bananas. Because I've already done it so many times. Please. You gotta eat 2 bananas for the strangesecondbanana. Valve has not paid attention to 2 yet. Soon, one of these videos, it's going to be 50 bananas. Then they'll have to pay attention. Actually, I'll just I'll get actual potassium poisoning at that point. Anyways, that was good. That was really good. I hope to find them when they're not pulled off the tree too early in the future. But otherwise, I mean, A tier, easily. Something I did want to say. So when it comes to this tier list here, very, very simple. Anything that is not D tier is delicious. The only way it'd be D tier is if there's some facet or some variable in the banana that makes it just so completely different and terrible, or that's actually detrimental to your health, that I would put it in that tier. Otherwise, they're all good. C is like, it's passable. I'd probably put it in the same line as having an apple. B tier, I would say, is standard fare, right? So, think pineapples. I love pineapple, okay? Pineapples. Think, what other kinds of fruits would go there? Anyways, B tier, still very good. That's like the average. A tier, very good. I could see many different uses for it. And potassium tier, best of the best. You gotta eat them right away. You gotta buy them immediately, okay? So, all this being said, Thailand banana, amazing. Genuinely, very, very good. I would definitely have it again. Now, I'll talk to you all later, potassium people. Bye. Bye-bye.